Welcome to today's video. If you're new here or you haven't seen part 1 of this series, I am building my dream office for my small business. A couple things I want to disclose and a quick recap before we get into the reveal. If you haven't seen part 1, I really recommend going to watch that first so you can see the whole process of us doing all the drywall, the floor, and anything else the shed required before it was ready to move in. Second, I just want to start off by saying that this video is simply the reveal of the space. It is not the full official room tour. There are still so many things I need to unpack and organize before doing a full in-depth tour. Third thing I wanted to say is that if you guys have any questions about the shed at all, leave them in the comments down below because part 3 of this series is going to be me answering all your guys' questions and the full breakdown on how much the shed costs and anything else that was needed into building the shed. And if you already left a comment in part 1, don't worry, I will be reviewing all those questions. And lastly, part 4 of this series will be the final part, and that's going to be the full in-depth office tour. So make sure to subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss that video. But without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright you guys, so welcome to the final reveal, the moment we've all been waiting for. Here is my new office.
Maybe we should call it, I'm just being honest. Baby, it's our time, all we do is fight. Maybe we should call it what it is.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in this corner over here and then make my way all the way around. Now, I do just want to say really quickly, this is not the final product by any means. This is definitely not up to my standards. There is so much more organization that needs to go on and decorating and all that good stuff. This is just simply the reveal because I really wanted to get this video out for you guys. And then I'm going to do a whole in-depth room tour once everything is finally like set up. It's all decorated. This is incomplete and we'll get to that in just a minute. So there's a lot of things that are kind of left hanging. There's something behind there that I have to set up still. So a lot of different things need to be done before I can do the whole room tour. But this is just the reveal of the office itself. And then I'm going to go ahead and like finish everything and do a full in-depth room tour, like open all the drawers and all that stuff so I can show you my whole setup. For now, I'm just going to do the overview and the reveal and explain to you some of the plans that I have and also ask you guys for some help and opinions and things like that. So let's just get into it. Now we were in this corner here. This is right by the doors when you walk in. Right now, I currently just have like all my sweatshirt organization in these stackable bins. I don't love how this looks by any means. This is just temporary. If you guys have any ideas for like some shelving units or storage or things like that, let me know. That's something that looks nice and it's not just like storage racks like this, because I did try to have like storage shelves like this all along this wall and it really didn't look that great. I'll insert a picture right here so you could see. It also took up so much space. Those bins, there's one right there that got left over. They used to be under the tables and it looks so cluttered and messy. I didn't like it. This is temporary here. Moving on over here, I'm gonna have a station that's right next to the embroidery machine because this is gonna be like the embroidery corner. I'm gonna hang up my pegboards with all my thread and all the extra hoops and accessories and things like that. So again, a lot of things still incomplete over here, all temporary stuff. This is like just storage and things like that. And over here, just more storage and like I need to find a place for this because this obviously doesn't look cute. Now, right in front of this machine is an island. This island is not finished. I'm DIYing my own little like craft island. This is all the like containers by Simply Tidy from Michaels. And so I already had a couple of them. So I had these 3 already. And then I had like 2 that are in the back. I bought all of these half cubes here so that the island wouldn't be too tall. It's like almost hip length for me and I'm like 5'5" for reference. I'm going to be drilling all of these together to make like one whole island, and they all have the wheels on the bottom so that I can move the island around. So what I'm planning to do is after I'm drilling all of these, I'm going to put a wood tabletop on here. Something that complements this floor is like almost the same shade or like similar. Right across from the embroidery machine is my craft table that we just talked about. Right across from that, something else is going to go right there. And then on the side over here, so I had all these shelves against this wall. I talked about that a little bit. I inserted that picture. Here it is again. So all of those shelves were against this wall and it was taking up so much unnecessary space. What I did is I actually made them into half shelves here and I just stacked them on the table because I had so much counter space now and it was just so much more practical this way. So I had to mount my UV DTF from the stands that they had, and then I just put them on these little mobile like platforms here so that I can move them in and out without having to struggle, you know, because these are really heavy. So if I ever have to change the ink or, you know, the film in the back, I just move it out on that platform and it's super, super easy. I didn't think it was gonna look that good. I felt like it was gonna look super cluttered. Because everything is so nicely organized on the top, I really feel like it doesn't look that bad. And granted, these machines are big, so of course it does look like it's taking up a lot of space, but it doesn't look cluttered, and that's something that I was really going for. I didn't want it to look packed with a bunch of stuff everywhere, and I think I really nailed it with that by doing this method here with the shelves. Now, I did try to add that last shelf over there the same direction as these, but it didn't fit. And it wouldn't have been practical anyway, because in that corner, if I had to pull out my UV printer, that's a UV printer right there, if I had to pull it out straight, it was gonna be harder to get to on the side and everything. So this is more practical as well. And then under here, I am gonna be building some custom storage or like pull out drawers or something for under the tables, because these tables are really deep. I just quickly wanted to touch on that. And then up here, I have all of my phone case storage here. This is actually really convenient because now I can see all the stock I have. It's so much easier for counting inventory. And then I just added the iPhone 16s, which are coming to the shop soon. And I was waiting on that because I didn't want to order more inventory while I was still in the other office and then have like a bunch more stuff. I had stuff piled everywhere, you guys. It was so hectic. This makes me so happy because I had my cups literally, I never took them out of the box for the most part, except for my 16-ounce glasses. Those would come out of the box, but all my other cups would stay in their boxes because I didn't have enough shelf room for them. And now I can see everything so clearly. Again, this is so amazing for checking on stock. It's super easy to see when you're running low. Now moving on here, you might notice that this is a new printer that I have. This video is coming soon. What had happened was I actually filmed part of the video before moving out of the old office. I started to move and everything. I lost the power cord for it, so I couldn't finish the video. After unpacking and everything, I finally found it, and so that video is coming soon, so look out for this. Same system, it's on its own little platform here, and I could just pull it out. Above it is going to be the oven for the machine, and I do need to lower this shelf a little bit more just to be able to open that lid more. And then I got all my consumables up here, and then this right here is actually a roll of sublimation paper, and you'll see why in just a minute. But moving on to the next shelf right here, this is home to my Eufy UV printer. Again, same system here. Up here I have more consumables and cleaning supplies and all that good stuff. Above that, I just have some supplies for my UV DTF printer. These are pretty bulky, and so I wanted those tucked away in the corner. I might even tuck them under here once I have that storage system. And then up here are all my attachments for the Eufy. So it's got the laminator, the rotary, and just the large flatbed up there. So moving on, next to that, I've got another desk right here with a big surprise. If you are a returning subscriber, you will know that I have never shown this machine on here on my channel ever before. It is not new though. I bought this for myself as a Christmas gift. Christmas 2024, and I have not touched it because I did not have the space for it. I have this big large heat press that I'm planning to combine some things here, like to make some big desk mats or big mouse pads, or you know, so many other bigger sublimation projects that I had in mind for so long. Underneath that is a bunch of crap. Again, please bear with me. I still need to do all the organization for all this. Same with this side over here. I just have so much extra packaging, tripods, boxes of apparel and things like that. So it's gonna have to be like that temporarily. Again, when I do my whole room tour, I will show you guys the organization systems that I chose to go with. Now, over here is an issue. These desks are so deep. Again, like I think I don't even know how deep that is, but it is super deep. I pretty much have a little more than half of the desk to work with because this corner clashes. And so if I try to reach for something on my, you know, pegboard system, it's going to be so far out of reach, if that makes sense, because I'm literally like jammed in this corner. This is a little more than half the desk. So I'm jammed right here. I'm stuck in this corner. There's nowhere to go. So I think I'm going to move this printer right here, right next to my main desk and everything. And then this corner would be perfect for this heat press. It's still up for debate, but let me know what you guys think. I feel like that's more practical, and that is why I might have to use this as my packaging station. Since the start of my business, I've never done an island setup for packing my videos, so I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I do feel like it is time for a change. Kind of switch up the signature like pegboard packaging station. It might be time for a change, so I think I'll give this a try. Or option number 3 would be a table in that corner and then have my traditional setup. Just don't know if that's practical and if that's a waste of space. So let me know what you guys think. Let's do options here. Should we do option A, table in that corner over there right by the door? Option B, the island packaging station, which all the packaging would go in here, by the way, instead of on the pegboard, of course, so that is a lot more convenient as well, having it right underneath me. Or option C, do I just suffer here? I don't know, and I could keep the signature setup and the lining is really great here, but I don't know if that's practical. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Option A, option B, or option C. Or if you have another option, option D, let me know in the comments down below. Right next to this area here, main desk here, nothing too crazy that you guys haven't seen before. I've shown this in many room tours before. Right next to this desk here, I have this rolling cart, which I'll pull out to show. So it's currently holding all this extra packaging and stuff like that. I will be turning this into like a media cart with all my like YouTube essentials, my microphone, and you know, everything I need to edit videos and things like that. Right next to that, I just have some packaging boxes here that don't have a home yet because they're super big. I have this shelf here with all my packaging boxes on the bottom. I used to use this for like finished products, but everything is being made to order currently. So all of this is currently being used like for temporary storage and things like that. I do have some phone cases, a little bit of apparel, but literally, and just a couple tiny cups, but no, that's it. That's all I have in stock right now. Everything is being made to order. I am thinking of actually moving these boxes under here because they also do stand out here, and the space is already, I mean, it's not that bad, but it could be better, especially if that situation was gone. So, and then turn this back into like a finished product shelf as well, because I have nowhere to put my finished products. Like that's also why I haven't been able to stock up. There's nowhere to put them yet. Then right next to this shelf is the doors right here, and I just wanted to quickly show you them. They are double French doors. I did add rollerblades to all of my windows. Game changer, you guys. These rollerblades are amazing. I even added some into my house because I love them that much. Love these doors. They bring in so much light. It is insane. And also for reference, this is just half of the shed and it is super bright still, even with these two blinds closed. So again, there is still so much to do, you guys. We are just getting started. I don't know exactly when the full in-depth room tour will be, but of course, make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss that video. And also make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram for more content and for more updates on when that video will be. So yeah, you guys, this is the new office reveal. I hope you guys like it. Please let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And if you have questions about anything, please also leave them down in the comments. I'll be happy to answer as many as I can. And thank you guys so much for watching and making this possible. This is literally all because of you. I can't thank you enough. And I will see you guys in the next one.